Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Sam from Historic Travels and welcome to another video. Now, I'm sure you all are wondering right now, wait a minute, Sam, where are you? Why aren't you in your studio? Well, I'm actually down in Florida. I thought I would take a couple of days and take a quick little mini vacation, just take a little break. But I had some free time today and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick little Historic Travels video for all of you. Now, for today's video, we're gonna be talking about something that honestly, when I first heard about it, I thought it was pretty unbelievable. I was looking over the artifacts that were recovered from the wreck of the Titanic site, and I came across a story about one artifact that I just could not get over the story behind it. And I thought the story was so incredible that I thought I would share it with all of you in today's video. And okay, with the intro out of the way, let's now tell the story of the Titanic artifact known as the Titanic wallet. The Titanic wallet is a wallet that was recovered from the wreck of the Titanic in the year 1987. Now, I'm sure all of you are thinking right now, okay, it's a wallet that was recovered from the wreck of the Titanic. What makes this wallet special? Like, what makes it more special than all the other artifacts that are laying around the wreck of the Titanic? Well, I'm about to tell you. What if I was to tell you that this particular wallet ended up on the seafloor before the Titanic did? Have I caught your curiosity? Well, let me tell you the story behind this incredible Titanic artifact. The Titanic wallet belonged to this man. His name was Arthur Peuchen, and he was a first-class passenger on board the RMS Titanic. Now, the reason why his wallet ended up on the seafloor before the Titanic did was because he lost his wallet when he was trying to escape the rapidly sinking Titanic. On the night that the RMS Titanic struck the iceberg and began to sink, Arthur made his way up to the Titanic's boat deck on the port side. Now, in charge of lowering the lifeboats on the Titanic's port side boat deck was Second Officer Charles Lightoller. And as we all know, Second Officer Charles Lightoller took the captain's orders of women and children first to mean women and children only. So no matter what, Lightoller would not let any men into any lifeboats. Now, eventually, Arthur made his way to lifeboat number 6, which was on the Titanic's portside boat deck, more towards the front part of the ship. And this is where the story of how the Titanic wallet ended up on the seafloor before the ship did actually began. Lifeboat number 6 left the RMS Titanic from the portside bow section at 12:55 a.m. In charge of lowering this boat away was Second Officer Charles Lightoller. The sailor who was put in charge of this boat was Quartermaster Robert Hitchens. And those of you who are familiar with the story of the Titanic may also remember that this was the very same lifeboat that the Unsinkable Molly Brown escaped the Titanic in. Now, when Second Officer Charles Lightoller began to lower away lifeboat number 6, Arthur Peuchen was still on the Titanic's boat deck watching this whole thing go down from behind Lightoller. He was not in this lifeboat. Now, initially, there were no issues with the lowering away process of lifeboat number 6. Everything was going just fine. However, just before lifeboat number 6 touched the water, Hitchens noticed they didn't have enough sailors in this boat to help run things. So upon realizing this, Hitchens yelled up to the boat deck at Lightoller and told him to stop lowering away the boat. When Lightoller heard this, he did stop lowering away this lifeboat. Now, Lightoller yelled down to Hitchens, "What's wrong? What's going on?" And Hitchens told him that they needed another crewman to help run this lifeboat. Lightoller turned back to the Titanic's boat deck and eyed his crew members that were there and decided that there were no official crew members of the Titanic that he could spare to help run this boat. So upon realizing this, he then turned to the Titanic's passengers and asked them, "Hey, are any of you all sailors? Because I need another man for this lifeboat." And upon hearing this, Arthur Peuchen realized that this may be his only shot at escaping the Titanic. So Arthur ended up approaching Lightoller, and he told Lightoller, "Hey, if you need another man to help run this lifeboat, I would be more than happy to go." Upon hearing this, Lightoller turned to Arthur and asked him, "Are you a sailor?" At which point Arthur replied, "I'm a yachtsman." So, upon hearing this, Lightoller considered it for a moment and decided, okay, sure, you can go. But he told Arthur that they didn't have time to bring that lifeboat back up to the boat deck and then start the lowering away process over again. He told Arthur that if he wanted to leave the Titanic in this lifeboat, then he would have to climb down the ropes that were currently holding that lifeboat to the Titanic, and then use that means to get into the boat, and then he could help run this lifeboat. Arthur wasted no time in doing what Lightoller said. He jumped from the Titanic's deck and grabbed onto one of those ropes, and he successfully climbed down to the lifeboat far below. However, after Arthur reached the lifeboat, he realized that at some point as he was climbing down that rope, getting to the lifeboat, that his wallet had somehow fallen out of his pocket and went into the sea. When he tried to turn back and reach it, it was too late. The wallet was already heading for the bottom. Now, after Lifeboat 6 pulled away from the Titanic, everything went rather smoothly with the boat in terms of the boat operations, but I'm sure many of you already know about the whole drama that happened with Quartermaster Hitchens and Molly Brown, but I'm not going to be getting into any of that in this video. I did do an entire video on Molly Brown's story, so if you would like to watch that video, I'll include a link to that video in the description below. So make sure y'all go and watch that video, because Lifeboat number 6 and Molly Brown and Quartermaster Hitchens, they definitely had a tale to tell, that's for darn sure. But yeah, anyway, that's where Arthur's story in regards to the whole wallet ends, and that's how it ended up going to the bottom before the Titanic did. However, the story of the wallet isn't over yet. In the year 1987, when they were recovering artifacts from the wreck of the Titanic, Arthur's wallet was found in the Titanic's debris field and was successfully retrieved and brought back up to the surface. And when they were examining the wallet, I kid you not, they found Arthur's business card still preserved inside of the wallet. So, yeah, now you all know the story of the Titanic wallet and how it ended up on the seafloor before the wreck of the Titanic did. And you know something else that I've been thinking about with this whole topic? It's amazing to me that they were even able to find this wallet, because think about it. Where this wallet went to the bottom of the ocean before the Titanic did, well, that means that somehow this wallet didn't end up buried by all the debris, as it all came raining down as the ship sank. It didn't get buried underneath the Titanic itself after the bow of the Titanic came crashing down to the seafloor. I mean, there's 1,000 things that could have happened to this wallet after it hit the bottom, and, when the Titanic itself came down, it's amazing that nothing happened to this wallet and that it was able to be discovered in the first place. I mean, just absolutely incredible. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. And despite the fact that I am on vacation right now, I am going to have my live stream tomorrow evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, just like always. So I hope to see you all there. And yeah, guys, hey, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all so much for all your support. I could not do this without each and every one of you. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Special thanks to our Captain level Patreon supporter, Dakota Charbonneau. Thank you so much for all the support, man.